Welcome back to a brand new episode of Charm City Beat. It is, of course, football still here. The Orioles coming. Got a big shout out to the Orioles. 100 wins, AL East championship. You can watch our video on that. Should be up there. Just a link somewhere on the screen. But we're here to talk about the Ravens. Ravens are heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns in a divisional matchup after a tough loss to the Colts. Oh man, what we got to do to bounce back this weekend, boys?
Ross, who'd you see on that practice field this week?
Talk to it.
Well, who I didn't see are two wide receivers. So
Who
your
did you
guys'
see?
boy Duvernay might get to actually show me something because we are also. I mean, no Bateman has not practiced the past 2 days, nor has Odell practiced the past 2 days. Bateman has a hamstring concerning again, and Belkins is still his ankle.
Starting with the negative.
Ross is such a negative Nancy.
Well, I mean, I gotta go because it's gonna. The positive gets really kind of positive there. Also, not practicing still, neither Ojabo or Odafe. We signed one of Gerald's favorite players,
Calvin Noy.
Annoying. You wonder why he's still available in week
To
3.
see how this negative Nancy won't say it, Linderbaum, Marcus Williams.
I was getting to that.
Bonnie
It's called
Stanley.
It's called building suspense. Yes,
Marcus
Stanley and
Williams
Linderbaum both
tore
practice on
his.
limited basis back to back. That is good for Linderbaum. That is good for Stanley, unfortunately.
Oh, that's good for
Gus
everyone.
was also back, and also Marcus Williams was full
Marcus
participation.
Williams
Wow.
has no right playing football this year at all. He elected to not have surgery. He showed a video of himself suited up. He's on the practice field. Are you kidding me? Like
And
what?
also
And this is
Kyle
not,
Hamilton and Justice Hill were limited.
this is a torn pec, right?
Yeah,
So
but yeah.
it's they who knows, they said that what it might have been. Who knows what that's, they're not going to say if that's what it was. It was a torn pec, and at one point it was a partially torn pec, and now he's full participation week 3. Humphreys is still not practicing, and you gotta wonder why he was
Yeah,
an
where's
IR.
he at? What's going on with that?
He's foot not he's did not participate. Him hasn't done it. Man, like I said, Kyle did it on Wednesday. Neither did Hill. They both were limited today. But yeah, Humphreys. I mean, Odafe has a video of Humphreys jumping around, all excited, saying he's ready to go, doing quick feet. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game where, again, I said it in last week's video, the deep earlier this week actually. Wow, the defense honestly I think showed that they could probably hold up again without Marlon. We're gonna need them. We need them. There's no denying it. But I do think this week we do bode well a little bit. I don't
It
know.
helps they don't have Chubb.
That's true.
They're 2-1, so like the Ravens are in a position where they can kind of play. They're not desperate. They were 0-2, and they were 1-2, 0-3. I
Mhm.
think you'd see more guys being forced to play, but I think they can. You know what, Marlon? We even lose this game, we're 2-2.
Yeah.
7 teams make the playoffs. We got the inside track because we beat the Bengals. Let's just and they don't chop. You have a good point. So I think as long as our offense doesn't just completely shit the bed again, we should be in decent shape. And they probably had a really rough week of practice after last week's debacle.
Yeah,
Debacle.
I would assume I haven't checked Cleveland's weather because it's Cleveland's
I,
weather, but I would assume it's
Oh,
probably going to
shitty.
be better than last week. Maybe
well,
might be a little bit easier to grip. Maybe some passes downfield. We'll see that open up. Um, yeah.
if
So
we can pass will open it. It doesn't matter how the weather is. If we can't block those two defensive ends they got. Did you see what the Colts did to us?
yeah, I was there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if Linderbaum plays and Stanley plays,
That
I
bodes
do
well.
like our chances a little better. I do think the offense has to play a little bit more aggressive, more like with an effort, more with intensity. I didn't see that against the Colts, and probably because it was the Colts, I'm guessing. It just was a game where it's like they didn't overlook them, but they probably weren't
They were
invested as
focused
much as
on
they're
the
going to be.
Browns.
Yeah,
I mean, you got the
Gus disappeared.
well,
Yeah,
you got the Colts where Richardson wasn't playing, and then next week you have Deshaun Watson and the Browns. it's easy for me to see after coming off of the Bengals that your mindset is maybe not that weekend. That's probably a little bit. There probably wasn't a lot of preparation, like mental preparation for the last week's game, but I hope the hell they're zeroed in on this one because can't start losing individual games this early.
And we were talking pre-show about the targets that Zay Flowers was getting compared to maybe a Mark Andrews. And Zay Flowers is a great target talent. So I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't feed him, just like you saw the Bengals do with Chase on Monday Night Football, but or Thursday Night Football, but or Monday night, yeah, Monday. But I feel like they're going to target Mark Andrews early in this game to get him going because he's probably a little disgruntled, and he should be. You're wasting an all around. He's probably the best tight end who's not dating Taylor Swift right now on the earth.
He infiltrated our series. God damn it.
God damn it.
That's what she does.
Everywhere.
She's in the NFL now, Gerald.
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is happening. No, I definitely think Mark Andrews is definitely the one that needs to be heavy target. But again, I'm not mad at the targeting of Zay Flowers. You draft him in the first round. This is what number one receivers are.
And I agree with that. The only problem with this is I saw someone post a picture of his chart. I mean, granted, we weren't blocking. They were hoping more for his athletic skill to get stuff done, and that wasn't working. Then, if that doesn't work, these little short passes. Someone pointed out, oh, they look like little flowers on the map on the chart because it was just short little curls, zip zaps. Like I said, we couldn't get the deep ball going. I hope we do some of that.
Yeah.
Do you like that 5 of his 25 catches on the year were all in the same fucking 1 minute? Because they were trying to get in the end zone after he had that touchdown catch rather. It was like dunk. They just
I was following that. When they got him down there, I was like, let him go.
I'm glad we scored. I would have thrown something at television.
Yeah.
That was fucking obnoxious.
Oh man. No. Exciting game ahead. Oh man. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's going to be a tough game. Probably a game that probably should be a primetime game, honestly. This could be a very big heavyweight fight. I'm mad that it's at 1 in the afternoon because I'm going to be working. But it's going to be a dog fight. And again, the toughest dog, no pun intended, is going to win. Yeah, I think everybody's just going to have to be on their shit. Lamar Jackson, limit the mistakes. O-line, hopefully, with Linderbaum and Stanley back, it's going to plug some of those gaps because Myles Garrett is one of the most terrifying defensive ends in the NFL, and I am not afraid to say it. Next to T.J. Watt, I don't know which one's more scarier, but we
personally know the other defensive end.
Huh?
We personally know the other defensive end from his time in Baltimore.
Yes.
So
is he playing? Because I saw him go down in the last primetime game they were in. Is he still?
I don't look at rounds. That doesn't pop up on my
this game though. Is Jadeveon Clowney, who just came from Cleveland, and there's a really good piece in the Athletic today on Thursday from Jeff Zebrak, and it's about just about that and how he's turning the page and how he's a different person. And he played really well last week. I thought there was opportunity for him to make some really big plays and he didn't quite make them, but he obviously got some good pressure on the quarterback, and they're going to need it against Watson, who's more athletic than Minshew.
Clowney 3 games in has surprised me a lot. I didn't know how much was left in the tank. We're seeing that he still has a lot. And I mean, again, those 3 sacks from Kyle Hamilton were set up by him taking that tackle block on, allowing Kyle Hamilton to run it. We keep that shit going. That's great. We know Deshaun Watson likes to move. Let's get someone like Kyle Hamilton that can keep up with him athletically. Let's do it.
That's we need him healthy again. He's hurt his back carrying the team last week.
Well, they're just giving him a break. That's all that is.
My only concern, like I said, Clowney, he's playing great now. Is the injuries to the other ones making him overplayed? Like, is he going to run out of gas like Calais Campbell did the past few years? Justin Houston a little bit, because he wasn't brought here to I don't think play as much as he was.
Well, luckily Marcus Williams is back allegedly, and so that probably means they can use Kyle Hamilton even more creatively in the blitz and stuff. And I
Mhm.
think it might take some pressure off. But I agree with you. I think that if Ojabo and Owe are out long term, or even like a few weeks, it's like a relief pitcher getting too much action early in the year.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of miles on that guy. He's not that young anymore. He's been in the league for a decade. To your point, they brought him in to be a third down specialist, and he's all we got apparently.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited to see what we can do. Hopefully, we can defend the pass because that's really all they probably have right now. Unfortunately, Chubb going down with his injury. But nonetheless, it's NFC North, AFC North football, and Ravens versus the Browns. It is in Cleveland. Any last words, Jordan?
This Sunday is gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to the next Sunday. Ravens Steelers at 1 o'clock. Orioles game two of the ALDS around 8 o'clock. Just that whole day, I'm just gonna be rolling. My daughter's birthday also, which is cool. But
That's awesome.
what a
Happy
day
birthday
that's
to
gonna
you,
be
though, sir.
for
Happy
Law.
birthday.
Yes, thank you, thank you. The big 3-5, which is also Adley Rushford's
We're
number.
in our mid
Coincidence? I don't
30s.
fucking think not.
God damn, we're in our mid 30s. God, we're getting old. Ross.
No, it's Sunday. Should be fun. I mean, not our game, but let's not forget the festivities start at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
London
I'm
game.
not waking up for that. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. I mean, if you're up, you're up. I mean, I'm saying it's there. I'm not
Is
saying
it the
wake up
Is it
for
the
it.
Wait, isn't it
Jaguars?
on NFL Plus?
Get get I think I don't know, but I know on Disney Plus you can watch it in cartoon form. I am definitely checking that out. It's going to be like Toy Story. I will that's
That's the
yeah.
craziest
The
shit I've
NFL
ever
does fun
heard.
stuff now.
Wow. We got
Hey,
Slime
they
Time.
have
We got
playoff on.
Nickelodeon get involved
They
with
have
the NFL.
playoffs through Nickelodeon does playoff games.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, the game on Sunday is in Andy's room.
Where was this shit when
Yeah,
we were kids?
the
Like,
NFL
what?
wasn't. I don't care about kids then.
They didn't give a shit about kids back then.
Remember, that's
You
right.
learn
We
football the
grew
real
up. We
way.
grew
Enjoy your
up in the
lead
worst.
poisoning,
We grew up
bitches.
right in the middle. They didn't do stuff. They didn't do
Well,
stuff
lead and
for. They did stuff
microplastics.
there. They did stuff now. They don't do stuff for us.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you're the forgotten generation.
Yeah. No, good game this weekend. Going to be exciting. We'll be recapping it, obviously, and talking a lot about the O's. Big shout out again to the Orioles. 100 wins, AL East championship. First time in so fucking long. 30 years on Camden Yards. But you can watch all about that on our other video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care. Cut. Yeah, cut. All right. So I'm gonna put this shit up. Quick night. I'll let you. All right.
Awesome.
All right, fellas. Y'all take care of yourselves. Go O's.
Good night, man. Good night, Ross.